I'm me. That's Lynn. You're you. Hello, everybody. What's going on? Lynn Project. How's your day going?
Really good. It's good. Actually, unlike most people, Monday is my favorite day of the week because
What?
I get an almost kind of weekend. I have Tuesday off and don't work until Wednesday night. So I'm looking forward to Monday tomorrow.
Monday. What is that? A manic? There's so many Monday songs. None of them are
Yeah.
happy, man. None of them
Yeah.
are happy. You like to go against the
I'm
grain, don't you? You're like a
I kind of do.
what's that called? When people like
Uh,
the other way.
oh,
We'll call it
I
Lynn. We'll call it Lynn.
just be a win.
That doesn't sound so bad, but you got to work on weekends, though, right? I mean,
I have Saturdays off, but I work, every Sunday and every Friday. But yeah, it is what it is. Mondays, I think, are my favorite day because I get my weekend.
good deal. I'm a little jealous. I've never been one to hate Monday, but I've never said it was my favorite day. But anyway, Tim Pruitt in the house. What's going on? Rally Creative in the house. The shirt. Oh, thank you, everyone. This tube was great tonight. It always is, though. Thank you, bud. I appreciate that. Donna made it great. I had a blast. The Lingerers in the house. How are you, my friends? I've been thinking about our fantasy league and what to do, and there's the Lingerers. That's a whole other topic. We should probably talk about that at some point. Thank you for being a member of the channel. Hannah L in the house. Tim P in the house. Tim P sounds like a city in Arizona. Maya World Fam in the house. What's going on? Keith from Big Disney Fam in the house. What's going on? Stacy Rogers. Hello. How are you? Great question for Donna earlier today, tonight, whatever it is. Via Purpuri. I added a syllable in there. Via Purpuri. Via Pre. Thank you for the super chat last show. Appreciate the love, man. Downside Steve in the house. Mar in Memphis. Thank you so much for being here. Pearl Manhattan. Loves Diz and That, the singers, but she seems pretty awesome anyway. Captain Akron and your Akron in the house. What's going on? Love all you guys for being here. And Lynn, love to have you here. So we've had all kinds of stuff going on. Did we not have a show last week? That's what's going on.
Yeah, that's what it was.
I was about to say, it feels like we haven't done this in a while. Well, because it's been a while.
Yeah, it's been a minute.
Did we start in January? This would have been our first Sunday off last Sunday, right?
Yeah, it was. We didn't skip a beat.
Sundays have a couple holidays. I mean, the Mother's Day, the Father's Day, the Super Bowl. So it's going to happen sometimes. But I don't know. I don't think we have any coming up, do we? Any Sunday things coming up? I don't think so. I don't know when Halloween and Thanksgiving and Christmas hit, but I think we'll be free for the next few Sundays, is what I'm trying to say.
Yeah.
How's your channel going?
Well, I've been a little bit busy.
Because mine's dropping like a rock subscriber-wise.
Yeah, I think it was over 10 subscribers after I had gained like 15, and then all of a sudden, it was over like a 2-week period, and then all of a sudden in the last couple of days I lost over 10, and it was just so weird because I didn't really change anything. I mean, it's been pretty consistently not, I haven't been uploading as much, but I consistently have my live streams. I do 2 a week, alternate the coffee and kind of inflation. Those have at least been consistent. Yep. And that's for the last couple of months because I've just gone through ups and downs, which is normal in my YouTube journey. And then now recently I've just become excruciatingly busy and have a lot going on. But yeah, it just seemed very random. I chalk it up to the fact that it didn't upset me. I wasn't, crying in the corner.
I hate it when I see subscribers.
It stinks, but at the same time, I just feel like for me, I just tell myself that is inactive subscribers that either haven't been watching anyone's content or not been on YouTube or whatever it is. And it's YouTube kind of weeding them out. Because we had this happen, I think it was back in December or January. Yeah. Remember?
I do.
When we both had lost like a chunk of subscribers just in like overnight.
Triple P in the house, what's going on? I think that might be Josh. Pretty sure.
Hi, Triple P in the house, what's
going on, my man? Yeah, you know what? I'm not gonna lie. I hate seeing the subscriber number go down.
I don't like it.
Decision that people care about it, but I want a YouTube play button. I need to go up, not down. But it is, I shared with you, when we were just talking about the show this week, and I'll share with everybody who's here. And by the way, I love all of you being here. Thank you so much. Who doesn't subscribe for my pick? I think that, how do I even say this? So I did a video, the COPPA video it was my biggest viewed video by leaps and bounds. It doesn't really have anything to do with my channel. It does with this show. And
Right.
I try to stay in the niche being Disney. I try to niche down from that, actually. But I also want to, it is what it is. I also do this show. I like YouTube. I believe in teach everything you know. It's a phrase that I like. It's a thought that I have. It's a belief that I hold. And I think the way to help people, the best way for me to grow is to help as many people as I can in the thing that they want to do if it's related to something I'm doing. It's kind of selfish, let's be real. If I help enough people get what they want, I know I'll get everything I want. So I don't do it from a selfish perspective, but it's the right thing to do. Long story short, my COPPA video was great blessing to the channel. I don't remember how many views it had, but it was a lot, like 3 times my second biggest viewed video. I would wake up and I have 100 new subscribers every day for like 3 weeks.
Yeah.
That was a fun place to be. But here's the truth. If you come to me for Child Online Privacy Protection Act information and attitude and making fun of people, which is all pretty much what I was doing, I tried to branch out once, says Josh. Don't stop, buddy. Don't stop. Anyway, it was a blessing.
Caitlin,
right?
Hey, Kelly. Yeah.
Honestly, really, truly, how can I expect them to like my channel? Like, some of them will, but a small percentage of them. If I get 100 random people who wanted to talk about COPPA, again, Child Online Privacy Protection Act, it doesn't sound like Mickey Mouse to me.
Right.
Pretty Mickey Mouse stuff, but it wasn't a Mickey Mouse thing. Hey, pass holder pair, what's going on? So what can I expect? I mean, I really believe that they're just leaving. If you haven't watched my channel in 6 months, you probably get, but I don't know what the rules are, but maybe you, I don't know. But it makes sense, but I hate it. I'm actually, the last 28 days, I'm down, I think, 6 subscribers or 8 subscribers. That sucks. And, if you're if your channel's set to public and you subscribe to my channel, I get an email. So I get 2-3 a day.
Right.
I'm down anyway. It gets really frustrating. So what do you do?
I mean, I've been down since one of my bigger videos that was really popular that brought a lot of people to my channel was Character Warehouse videos. I haven't been to the Character Warehouse in over 3 months. What was it? March? April.
Almost. Emoji. I love it. Yeah, it's been a quarter of a year at least, right?
So I think that might be a part of it. And before, when I was putting out that bi-weekly video, doing my live streams and other random content, I have been
quality stuff.
Right. So everything has kind of shifted. Nothing's really regular. And before COVID, I had been on a consistent 100 subscribers a month streak for a very long time, with a huge bump in January that led into a little bit of February, and then it went kind of back down to 100, and now I'm at I gained 15 in a month instead of 100. So it's.
Have you had a 28 days minus number? Because I do right now.
I'm sure I will really soon.
That's nuts. An Orlando guy, no, man, it's a perfect time to say it. This is we're not begging for subs. We're talking about how to grow here. And the Orlando guy says, I guess it would not be appropriate time to mention you hit 900. Buddy, no, it is an absolute appropriate time. It's always perfect.
Well deserved.
But I mean, this is what the show's about. I want everyone all to grow. Your friend and mine talks about the rising tide raises all ships, right?
I love it.
I think he made that up. I'm pretty sure it was his original idea. But it's true regardless. It's so real. Hey, Carolyn, what's going on? Hannah, I left that up there so I wouldn't forget to ask. Thank you for your sweet comments. Ask my daughters if you want me to be your dad. I don't know that. I don't know if they would agree with you. Where do we live? We live in Fort Worth, Texas. We are from California originally, but we live in Fort Worth, Texas. Thanks for asking. What was I going to say? I lost my train. Blue Nose. Thank you for using the Daryl Eves thing. And yeah, Richard, come on. That's awesome. When somebody I love and like their content, like them as a person grows, I'm stoked. I mean, it can't be me, at least it could be you, right? Yeah. But I say that halfway joking, halfway. Here's my problem. Lynn, I said this to my wife. I said this to you a little bit through the text this week. If I look at my analytics, every single thing is up.
Yeah,
my
it doesn't make sense.
Up, my views are up. How are views up and subscribers actually negative? My watch time is up. My click-through rate is double. I'm very happy with that.
That's great.
I'm very happy with that.
Okay, so the question here is,
and my subs are down. They're not down compared to how much I was growing. They're actually down. What the heck?
I would say celebrate that. To me, that's a win. Maybe it doesn't look good as subscribers, but everything else is up by a lot. So that's a good thing.
I mean, views are up 4%. I wouldn't call it a lot, but it doesn't.
It's up.
I don't know.
Up is up. You know what? We're trying to stay positive here, Jeff.
I'm just being real. No, I don't. I mean, Lynn does. She's in Orlando. I live in the middle of the country. Anaheim is where Disney is, and Orlando's where Disney is. I live in the dang freaking middle, but I love it here. Yeah. Except for it's been hot. Today was so I'm inside, right? I didn't go to church, right? We're not going anywhere, right? My wife went to church because she works there. I let the dogs out. It's like 9 in the morning. I don't know. It's not
dogs out. Ooh.
So anyway, I opened the door and I was like, I'm like, God, I don't like going in there.
Yeah.
Roasting today. And it was the thick, like I'm in I feel like I'm in Splash Mountain, but not now, like later, like in the bayou, but the mountain. Anyway.
Yeah. You don't have to tell me.
Like, I don't know. I felt like, I don't know what, you guys get like a steam, like thing.
Yeah.
I feel like I owed somebody some money. Like, anyway.
Yeah,
nice, I like it. Almost at 600. Good for you. Love it. Love it. Love it. Love it.
It's been consistently, at least for the last 5 or 6 days straight, with the heat index. What it feels like has been between 108 and 109 every single day.
When they start talking about the heat index, I just get in a bad mood without even knowing what they're going to say next.
Yeah, it's been. Yeah, it's sweat room mountain. Exactly, Mar. I'm hot right now. That's why I mean,
I'm always hot. I mean, come on.
It's like, it's just hot everywhere.
My blue hair, that was me at my hottest hotness.
Hades.
Yeah.
Oh, hot.
Hot.
HAWT.
Tim Pruitt Blues. Hope you both feel better. I see you guys in chat. I hope everything's good.
Oh no.
Yeah, Hannah. Well, I mean,
better, guys.
Yeah, you've been in the morning. She's on the show in the morning. Anyway, all right. So we did, and here's one of the things. I'm going to be able to brag a little bit. I've been on a couple of collabs lately. I'm going to tell you. So the most recent collab I was on, hey, you want to be in a collab? Sure, yeah. What do I need to do? Yeah, but you don't ask who else can be in a collab, right? And I've been on some collabs. I'm like, oh, I'm not sending this out to anybody. Like last Christmas, I was on like 2. Then I'm like, oh. So anyway.
Yeah, there's different kinds of collabs.
Yeah. But you want to help out people, whatever.
Right.
So this is a buddy of mine, and we're going to talk about him here in a minute. Great guy, Rob Velocibus. He works for TubeBuddy. Gotten to know him pretty well over the last couple months. He's
awesome.
Hooked us up. He's hooked me up. He's such a nice guy. And he asked me to be on a couple of collabs. I've done 2 of them now. And this most recent one was, hey, can you give 1 tip for live streaming for entrepreneurs? All right. So I gave 1 tip. I tried to give a less than obvious tip because I don't know how many other people are on there. I don't know what else, how do you know? I don't want, so I tried to go less obvious, and I tried to make it a little fun. And I do my tip. I'll play it here in a minute. You can watch it. So he puts it out there privately for us to watch it like the day before it goes live. And so I'm like, hey, sweetie, you want to watch this? It's after work one day. Let's play it. And then he goes through, I'll play it for you guys in a minute. He goes through the people that are on the list. I went, after he got through the list, I went,
oh my.
What was my tip? Did I suck? Because this is crazy. Well, let's just go right to it. I'm going to share.
Yeah,
I'm going to share the screen, and we're going to talk about these tips.
Hey, pass holder pair.
As we go through it, where did it go? Boom, there it is.
Like, you just can't stop sweating. Can I just say that? Like, in Florida right now, it's just. I mean, I had to redo my hair, put more like matting makeup on because I was just like a slick field of hotness, and it's bad. Just saying. I
like the confidence. I do. The slick field of hotness. I like that.
Not in a good way.
And how come people ask, can I just say, and then they say it without waiting for the yes or no? I mean, you're not really asking, can you say it? You just did.
Yeah. It was like a half polite notion, but I'm just gonna say it anyways.
All right, this is Rob. Rob Velocibus, great guy. He works for TubeBuddy. Check out his channel. I didn't tell him I was going to do this tonight. I probably should have. Here we go. Ready, set. Let's listen.
In the comments. But the more I thought about this video, the more I started dreaming of this cool collaboration that I could do with a bunch of my live streaming expert friends, where I would essentially have them share their top tips with you on how to live stream it specifically for your business. And so in typical Rob Balasabas fashion, I guess, I reached out to a bunch of my friends and made it happen. And this video is a product of this massive collaboration with a bunch of live streaming experts that you will recognize, including Adrian Salisbury, Anya Rosina, Daniel Batal, Dean Reynolds, Diana Gladney, Jeff Bates, Justin Brown, Kelly Noble Mirabella, Kevin Colby, Nick Niman, Rich Benares, Scott Simpson, and Stephanie Liu. But before I introduce you to these amazing live streaming experts and professionals, I'd like to say a quick shout out to my friend Jeff Bates for supporting this channel on Patreon. I'd love for you to support this channel.
All right, yeah. Okay, so anyway, so I'm sitting there and I'm excited about this collab because I like the guy. And then I'm on with Daniel Batal and Nick Niman and Justin Brown, the guy from Primal Video, and Adrian, he's the guy, he's Ecamm. Like, I'm like, what? So I honestly went, I got a little hot. What was my tip? I have no idea what I said. Please don't suck, Jeff. I know I'm talking to myself, but it was a little intimidating. I'm like, hey, next time you tell me I'm going to be on with Nick Niman, I'll try harder. Sorry, Rob. I don't think you're watching, but sorry, Rob. I hope it worked out. But it was an honor, and it was terrifying all at once. I honestly didn't at that moment didn't remember what the tip was. Now, obviously, I remembered it after I thought about it for a minute. But I had one of those like, oh my gosh, I just asked out the prettiest girl to the prom, and she might. What do I do if she says yes? Right? Like it was very, very strange. I was shocked. And I do think it was fun. It was a good thing. I'm glad I did it outside because I thought it looked cool. It was a pretty day. But I don't know. I hope this is not coming off as a brag, but I don't get intimidated very often. And it was after I created it. Like, I think that was a blessing in disguise. Had he said, hey, here's these 4 other names, 6 other names, by the way, and you. No, I'll pass. Thank you very much, right? I don't know. Does that sound like totally dumbest thing I've ever said?
No, I mean, I would kind of feel that way too. I think it's just, that's the cool thing about these kind of collabs. Like, you don't know. And Rob, he has only like, what, 1 thousand subscribers. So he's not huge, but
he's just starting. He was at like less than 100, I think, when we first started talking. And he's obviously works for TubeBuddy. That doesn't hurt. But he's got great content. And by the way, I'm not just saying that. I do love the guy. He's a great guy.
Awesome.
Get over to his channel. If you're here to learn how to grow on YouTube, you need to be on his channel. He's killing it on LinkedIn. He's killing it with video just in general. He's, by the way, TubeBuddy. He works for TubeBuddy. And if you want TubeBuddy, www.tubebuddy.com/Dole Whip or /the Lynn Project, right?
Yes. For
your free download. And obviously, if you end up paying for it, they give us a percentage. I had 3 people sign up. Well, last week we weren't here. So since we've been on together last, I've had 3 people use my link. So thank you guys for doing that. It really is the best that I am aware of referral system out there. They give a really nice percentage to you. But long story short, he is blowing up and you want to be on his channel. You do. So anyway, do you want to see the video? You want to talk about the tips? Would that be fun?
Yeah, let's do it.
Since I've been on this, since this came out, I've had 15 or 20 people asking me stuff, and so including Hannah, who's in the chat, who want to talk about live streaming. So let's talk about it. Here we go.
On Patreon as well for as low as, get this, $1 a month. If you'd like more information on that.
Hold on. I'm sorry, Rob. Everybody go be a Patreon of him. That's fine. Blah, blah, blah. All right. Ready, set? Here we go.
A live stream around a topic that's not just something that's going to be a monologue, but something that's going to be more easily a dialogue. Consider something that's trending in your niche or your industry, especially like if you have something that's like tech or there's a business law that just came out that's going to impact your industry. Create something that's not just a monologue, but it's going to be a dialogue back and forth.
Awesome advice.
So staying within your niche and being very specific, staying on topic. We joked, I won't say the name, but we joked about somebody who we both like very much who's in our group that actually said, hey, don't go after trending topics. Said that as advice. Pretty sure they were serious. I almost fell off my chair. Obviously, I just agree with that thinking, and I agree with her thinking. If you're in the Disney niche and let's say they're going to change Splash Mountain, you should do a video on it if you're free, right? Like, what say you?
Yeah, absolutely. I mean, there's been a couple of videos that you've done like that have hit well, I think. Like the butter churner and things like that, right? Remember the butter churner?
I do. I've told you, I'm pretty sure I've told you. I don't think I've told the hey, Bill, the public in chat, but butter churner's mom reached out to me.
Yeah.
I did tell you, right?
Yeah.
99% sure I haven't said that publicly, but I've probably told 20 people. I didn't really believe butter churner's mom was butter churner's mom, but
right.
It really was. It really was. But anyway, and I did take her off the ledge a little bit. If you don't know what we're talking about, dude jumped on stage on what's it? Everybody's favorite. Is it called Everybody's Favorite Nap Time? Is that what it's called?
That too.
Okay. Where is Jeff's shoelace video? That might be my favorite comment ever. I think we all have yeah. So some dude jumps up on Carousel Progress, looks at the dog funny. The dog looks back funny, and he goes after the butter churner thing. And I found it funny. Some dude, Harry Pitts 9000 on Instagram or whatever he was called, caught it. I grabbed it. I talked about it. I made fun of it. And yeah, anyway, I like doing that stuff. I think it's fun. When Conor McGregor was at Disney, I did a little video.
Yeah.
That stuff fun. It's certainly not valuable content by any means, but
it's fun to do. And also, as I think what they're trying to say is latching on to niche things. If a big YouTuber is doing a video in your niche on a certain topic, I think it's a good idea to do a video on it as well and try to ride off of kind of the tailcoats of the momentum.
It's a good growth strategy, people.
Yeah.
You do a video about Ninja if you're in that niche and people are going to watch. I mean, come on.
Yeah.
I'm not going to say it's the only strategy you should employ, but staying informed in your niche. Yeah, Harry Pitts, 4,000. You like that name?
But don't copy them. Be original. No. Make your own version of your opinion and your own flavor on it. You know what I'm saying? Like,
I do. You're laughing at me because I'm laughing at Mar. Mar, yes, you are funny. Hannah, I don't know what we're praying for you about, but whatever it is, I hope it all works out. I didn't see it yet, but hope everything's okay. But yeah, I mean, I think it's obvious. I think there's people that push back on this. I mean, you be you. I think it's an obvious play. If you niche and then you niche down, you should be talking about what's going on in that niche. If you're about shoelaces and they come up with the, Velcro this week, you should talk about Velcro and how shoelaces are going to be a thing of the past because, Velcro is awesome. Oh, I saw somebody jump off of a Thunder Mountain before. You saw somebody jump off I saw that when he got out. I saw that video. What an idiot.
Yeah.
I mean, I want to go say hi to the goat too, but come on. That's just crazy. All right. So anyway, obviously stay in your niche. I think it's kind of obvious. I think plenty of people shy away from it because I think they're afraid to be thought of as somebody who's copycatting. When I talk about Butter Churner Guy, nobody else called him Butter Churner Guy. I'm trying to be funny. I hope I put my personality. Hey, Lori French, what's going on?
Hey, Lori.
Hey, Mickey Bunch, what's going on? Tim Pruitt, everybody. I don't know. I think enough has been said there. Let's move on.
Thank you, Diana. Actually, I don't know why I have my headset here. I've been listening to some editing as well. Okay, anyways. And also, I just realized I have 2 pairs of glasses with me. Anyways, I love that. Create a conversation using your live streams with your audience. Now, you're going to learn now from my friend, Daniel Batal, who, by the way.
So this is probably the point where I needed a diaper. Wait, what? Like Daniel Batal? I don't know if you know who that is, but if you want to grow on YouTube, you really need to know who he is. Big guy in the tube. Well, Rob's going to tell you, but big guy in the TubeBuddy world. He actually, his first channel, his main channel at first, and his first channel, I believe, that's a better way to say that, was eating hot, crazy things, like eating hot peppers, eating bugs. He's a lunatic, and I really, really like him. Good night, Hannah. Thanks for being here. Love you back. Rob is completely authentic. Absolutely. I love him. I appreciate you saying that. I wish Jeff and Lynn were wearing a mask. My TV is less than... Oh, sorry. Oh, that was disgusting. Anyway, Daniel is awesome. I don't know him personally. I'm a fan of his work. Let's listen.
At the time of this recording, just hit 100,000 subscribers on his channel. So, Daniel, congratulations again. Now, here's Daniel.
Hey, Rob, how you doing? When it comes to live streaming, the one tip that I would offer is live streaming isn't just all about the moment while you're live. Live streams can actually drive a lot of views afterwards if you build them in a way that they have value in the replay. if you spend too much time just shouting out everybody in the chat, then the people who watch in the replay might feel like this really wasn't made for them. It was really only made for the people who were there at the moment. I just live streamed yesterday, and there was about 300 to 400 concurrent viewers at any given time at the live stream, but I built it in such a way that the replay actually drove over 7,000 views just in the first day alone. So think about your live streams as actual content that can provide value long after the stream has ended. Back to you, Rob.
Awesome advice. Thank you so much, Daniel. Now, if you guys don't know, I actually get to work with Daniel here at TubeBuddy because Daniel is a very good friend of TubeBuddy. We've worked with them. We're partners with Daniel. Actually got to be roommates with Daniel in San Diego.
All right. So there you go. So I like that advice. I really do. I think it's actually, and somebody reached out to me and said that this comment actually argues in the opposite vein of a comment that comes in the future, which I don't totally agree with, but I do understand that it comes off that way. What I think he's saying there for me, and then I'll ask you what you heard there, is when you're creating a live stream, consider it for its replay value. And I'm trying to do that right now. So we have a morning show Monday through Saturday. Monday through Friday, we're very topic driven. Saturday, we have just a little more fun, play a game. But it's what we call Beauty and the Bates. And the first week I did it, it's me and my wife. I'm the beauty. Her last name is Bates. It is what it is. And we have our show. And I love that you, anyway. And the first week I called it Beauty and the Bates, which is stupid. Because you know who's going to look up Beauty and the Bates?
Beauty and the
Grand total of nobody. What?
Beauty and the Beast?
Beauty and the Bates. It's my last name. Hi, nice to meet you. You know, my name's Jeff. Beauty and the Bates. I did used to call it Beauty and the Beast. Then I called it Beauty and the Bates because Jeff is like Norman, but less killing people. Anyway, so who would ever type into you? Like YouTube is the second biggest search engine in the world. Hence, search engine optimization being a thing. Basically, search engine optimization is nerd talk for letting people on YouTube find you, right? So if you search engine optimize Beauty and the Bates, you're assuming someone might type in Beauty and the Bates. How dumb is that? Who's typing in Beauty and the Bates? I'm not even typing in Beauty and the Bates. No one would type that in. But you know what they would type in? Adventureland. Favorite things of Adventureland. So last week we talked about Adventureland. We talked about 4 days in a row. The Tiki Room had its birthday last week on Tuesday or anniversary or whatever. So we did Adventureland last week to catch up on that. Blah, 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 blah. Making it searchable. And I haven't done it in a while, but I make these podcasts. And so we have, what is this show called? Creator Talk. We have a Creator Talk podcast. And I haven't been posting on it much because work and things. But if you say up front, and this is where I get to the question part, and I want your opinion, I want everybody's opinion in chat. If you say it, let's say it's a podcast, and I say, hey, everybody on the podcast, by the way, I am right now. Hey, everybody, I'm waving to you podcast. Hey, this is live. It's live on Sunday night. And if you want to interact with who we're interacting with, come and join us live. It pushes people from the podcast here potentially. Obviously, you got to get to people where they are. You talk to people where they are. And if they're listening to podcasts, it doesn't necessarily mean they're going to watch or listen on YouTube. But the point being, if you tell them up front, hey, this was originally played, like I've got, Prince Charming Dev. I got Donna Jaworski this tonight. I had her on DisTube. So when I put it out as a podcast, when I tell people, hey, this was originally blah, blah, blah at this time, blah, 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 then it's going to be, I hope, less annoying when they hear me say, hi, Pearl, thanks for being here. Hey, Tim, hope you feel better. Hey, Bruno, all the things. Does that make sense? So it's not ignoring chat. It's not talking to chat only. It's trying to have an eye on both of the two things, in my opinion. That was a really long regurgitation my opinion of what Daniel said. What do you think? And well, what do you think about that?
I think that's great advice. I think that that's better. I know I can do better of interacting in a mannerism that engages the rewatch better, as well as incorporating the live stream. Because
said.
Sometimes I get a little bit extra involved in the live part of it, and sometimes forget about the people watching the replay. And I not everybody can be there at all of your lives whenever, what a time it is. We have life, it gets in the way of the other things that we want to do. So I think that that's a really great tip, to just be aware and try better each time you go live to talk to engage your audience that hasn't seen it yet. They're not there now, just like you were filming a video, kind of.
I hope that the
Incorporate.
value we provide is value that lasts beyond being here live. I hope that it's fun enough that people want to be here for the live, because it's more fun to talk to people about, hey, Noah, like what I just right there. Orlando guy, the chat is not your show. Focus your content for what's in front of the camera, not what's scrolling in chat. See, it's hard. So I'm a big fan of Pat Flynn, okay? And he sent me this book. I want it in the show, blah, 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 blah. And look at it. It's called Superfans, right? See, I told you I always win, right, Lynn? We talked about this, right?
Yeah.
Followers, subscribers, customers, superfans. And here's the point. You know, guy I work with, he comes into our store. I run a nonprofit. We have a resale shop. If you know me, I've said that a million times. If you're new to the show, thanks for being here. That's what I do for a living. Okay, so I run a nonprofit. We have a resale shop. Many customers are resellers. They come in, they buy from us, and they resell online, or even in their own shops. And we get so much stuff coming in that our prices are so low that they can resell it. And we can do that too, and we're going to do that, and this whole thing. But anyway, one of the gentlemen came in, hadn't seen him for a while, COVID, blah, 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 blah. And we're just talking, and he's talking about how Instagram shut down his account.
Really?
The bulk of his sales came from, you pick, Instagram. You don't own Instagram. You don't own YouTube. You don't own Facebook. You don't own anything. You're providing content that you're placing on someone else's life, domain, world, right?
Right.
You don't have it. You know what YouTube can do, and they do now and then? They say, oh, you can't monetize that video. You said the C word, and I do mean COVID, by the way, for those of you who are bad. Right? But we don't. And so I'm going to be talking about this book in future shows and future videos, but if you have super fans, like when Pat Flynn does a thing, people go to where Pat Flynn is because he's created a group of super fans. He's not a YouTuber. He's not a podcaster. He's a online entrepreneur. Let's be real. Anyway, I don't know. What say you? Does that make any sense? Am I just blabbering?
No, I agree with everything you said. Sorry, hold on a second. These are supposed to be checked.
I see you, Bill. I see you. Yeah. You get it, David. Yeah, right downside of Steven. No doubt. This is true. All better? What happened there?
My headphones were plugged in, but I think I have the dollar store charger, and it's not working out so well for me.
I had to get a new charger for my iPhone Friday. Friday morning was rough. I have 2 work phones, and neither of them had any charge. I'm like, I can't go to work today. Anyway, so I went and got a charger. Anyway, what do you think? You want me to move on to the next tip, or you want to?
Yeah. Move on to the next tip. I think you covered it. That was good.
Let's do it. Sorry, Rob. Love you, but all right. So this is Nick Nimmin. Again, this is the part where I needed to change my diaper.
What's up, Rob and friends? My name is Nick. If you're not familiar with me, I help people grow their YouTube channels, make videos, and all types of other YouTube-related stuff. And for anybody that is interested in live streaming, my advice to you is make sure that you know why it is that you're streaming in the first place.
Amen.
Because the approach that you're going to take if you are streaming for the sake of bringing attention to a product or service is going to be completely different than the approach that you're going to take if you are trying to have like a community that you're trying to build. Just like the approach is going to be different if you decide that, hey, I'm trying to make a piece of content that I can upload to my YouTube channel as a piece of actual content, and it's going to be great on the video replay as well because we've structured everything so that it feels just like a video, right? So make sure that you know exactly what it is that you're trying to get out of your live streams so that you can make sure that you're doing the right type of stream that will help you get there.
Nick, thank you so much.
Makes sense, right? I mean, I've had plenty of people, and they're mostly young people, mostly new to YouTube, but I work with kids, so this comes up more probably in my life than in other people's lives. I'm assuming, right? I work with junior high age young men and young women. I work with that group and younger, but obviously. Actually, if we ever get to go to school again, the next class is going to be about podcasting. So I might reach out to some of you guys, looking at you, Bill, looking at you, Josh, if you're still here, and others, Richard, others might want to involve some of my podcasting friends. But anyway, my point is sometimes those people on the younger side or the newer side, maybe is a better way to say it, would say things like, hey, I don't know what to make a video about, or hey,
Right.
when we go live, I don't know what to say. Here's my advice, and you're not going to like it. If you don't know what to make a video about, or you don't know what you want to talk about on a live stream, let's just do me a favor. Don't go live. Don't make a video, because that is fully about you. If you're making a video or you're doing a live stream because you want the watch hours or you want to get monetized, there's nothing wrong with wanting watch hours. I want them. I don't even need them anymore, but I want them. There's nothing wrong with being monetized. I was happy to become monetized. I like it when they deposit money in my account. It makes me happy. But if your goal is that, you're going to fail. Like, don't come at this with I want to be a famous YouTuber. First of all, get a life and a better goal, right? And I'm saying that as a dude who's having fun trying to grow on YouTube. But if that's the goal, like I think it's really important. Let me get to this part, Lynn, and then I'll ask your opinion. We should all have, for everything that we do in our life, in my never so humble opinion, an elevator speech. And what do I mean by an elevator speech? You've got me and Lynn are in an elevator. She can't get away for 12 seconds. I got her for 12 seconds. Can I make her understand what I'm about? Hey, I'm a Disney YouTuber I'm a YouTuber. Sorry. I'm a YouTuber who likes to spread some joy and show people how they can do the same thing. The intent of that statement is to get people to know a little bit about what I do, and hopefully they get them to say, ooh, I want to hear more about that. That's what a good elevator speech does. I said the Disney thing I shouldn't have. I screwed it up. That's what happens on live streams.
Right.
A good elevator speech, get somebody to go, tell me more. If you don't already have that for YouTube, well, you shouldn't be going live and you shouldn't be doing videos. You should figure out what it is that you want to do. How are you going to make the world a better place? What information are you going to spread? How are you going to make the world a worse place? Maybe you're one of those people who wants to burn down the city. Hey, this is a great vehicle to spread your message. I hope it's a positive message. It can be a negative message, I suppose.
Yeah.
Let's say you then.
Hey, Shelly. I think that for me personally, except for coffee and contemplation, we don't take notes for that, because that is what our live stream is about just, drinking coffee, hanging out, and talking about all of the randomness of whatever comes up. And that is the style of what we have molded that show to. If you don't like it, you don't have to be there. It's every Saturday. We have 2 hours that we talk about randomness for. You could pop in, pop out. If you don't like it, leave.
It's a lot of fun. If you don't know the show, it's a lot of fun.
But we have a lot of fun. We have really, really just fallen in love with that structure of that show. That is what that is. Now, as far as everything else, I mean, I don't try to plan as much for Creator Talk anymore, because it seems like we figure it out around like Friday, Saturday for our Sunday show.
Something big happened later in the week. So
right. So once we figure it out, then I'll, start Googling a couple things. I know my own knowledge and what I have. I'll write down my own thoughts, and then I'll Google some things and see what else I can find about adding more value, building more on what I think about something. And the same thing for my Checking In with the Lynn Project show. That was a show that I created just to touch base with all my subscribers, that everybody once a week, just to talk to you guys, to be able to connect with my audience and my friends and my YouTube family, and talk about what I have going on, what I have coming up, what can you expect from me, and being able to get to know each other a little bit better on a one-on-one kind of basis, rather than a comment in a video. So I take notes. I take a lot of notes, and I think that is very important to, if you don't take notes, at least find a way to structure your thoughts about, know what you're going to talk about before you go live. Don't hit that live button and just expect it to take care of itself.
Well, people who are doing that are just going for the watch time. I see you, Samson. You're cracking me up, my buddy. I don't know if you just got here or what. We were just talking about Pat Flynn a little bit. I'm a huge Pat Flynn fan. I've gotten to be buddies with Joe Samson recently. We're loyal Pat Flynn income stream viewers. Anyway, Joe Samson's a great guy. Check him out. By the way, just for you, Joe Samson, it was epic seeing you on Pat's stream. Was that yesterday? Loved your hat. Loved your story. Loved it. Loved it. Loved it. Anyway, he's a new friend and love it. Anyway, so I think that what you said there, well, I mean, it all goes to that. It's just whether you're taking notes or not, I think it just comes down to simply having a plan, right? Like
yeah.
We've joked off stream. I'm going to joke with you on stream right now about this. We know people who've gone to sleep on stream. What are you doing? You're not serving anyone but yourself.
No, yeah.
By the way, you're not. If you need that 8 hours of watch time that bad, because I'm assuming you sleep around, just weird. People. That's so weird. Shoot, I need to be editing too, Joe Sampson. Yeah, no problem. I appreciate it. I appreciate you being here. I don't know. It really comes down to this for me. If you're creating for somebody that's not named you, that's fine. But if you don't know what you're doing, but you want to go live, if you don't know what you're doing, but you want to make a video, that's about you, man. And you're not going to succeed with that. It's not like even when people are talking about watch time, you know, and easy, once you get your monetization, I guess it's going to sound arrogant maybe, but it doesn't matter, man. Like people I really, really like, people on the stream, people, me and you, maybe even oh man, like people will say, hey, just leave it running to get them to watch. No, don't leave it running. That doesn't help anybody. Create content to build an audience. Don't worry about the first week you're monetized, you're gonna make $1.50. You're not getting anything. It's not about getting monetized. It's about creating content that connects with people so you build an audience. Right?
Yeah. Well, that's a perfect example is I had hit the 4,000 watch hours months and months and months before I hit the 1,000 subscribers because people were watching my videos because they would come in to get the value they wanted. Once they got it, then they left because that's all that they were coming for. They were coming for those resort and room tour videos. They got what they wanted and they left.
But that way is better and more solid than I did it, not on purpose, but I did it the other way. Certainly not on purpose. But I got my subscribers way before I got my watch hours, which was super annoying. But it's kind of playing out now as I'm losing subscribers, right? They're not, I don't know why they subscribed, but it wasn't for my content because, you know, they're not watching.
It's just weird. There's so many different versions of this journey that we're all on.
So true.
And it's fun to like talk to other people and see how they all experience it and
love it. That's one of my favorite things about this show tonight.
Yeah, me too. Absolutely.
That's your mom in the house. What's going on? All right. So this next one is Kelly Noble Mirabella. I did not know her before, but I got to point this out. How funny is this? Baby got bot.
I love it.
I think it's the Facebook bot. Anyway, interesting stuff. Facebook Messenger. I don't know much. I've looked into it a little bit. Interesting marketing stuff. Let's hear what she had to say.
There, but when it comes to live streaming, she's also amazing at it. So Kelly, you're up next.
Hey Rob, one tip that I have when it comes to live streaming is to have a plan. Make sure you have a plan for pre and post marketing your live stream. Also organize all your assets, links, and anything that you might need during your live stream so that you do not have to waste time searching around and everything is right there at your fingertips. Finally, have a plan on how you will get people to engage and how you will capture users' information. I personally like to use a messenger bot to help me with this, but you can also do some kind of offer with a call to action and a landing page. And always remember, practice makes progress. So don't be afraid to go live.
All right. Thank you so much.
I love that. One of my favorite lines that she says there at the end, practice makes progress. That's truth. Practice doesn't make perfect. Practice makes
progress. Yeah, I like that a lot too.
It really makes a habit. Let's be real. Practice makes a habit. If you practice to eat a lot, you look like me. I've done it well. So it is what it is. It makes a habit. I just subscribed.
Just say, are you just reading Just Samson?
What is it about like who? I don't even know who to blame on this Crocs thing. Just how do you even know about that, Just Samson? I don't understand it.
Jeff hates my Crocs. He said he wouldn't meet me at the parks if I wore my Crocs.
Just Samson, I saw your hat. I believe deeply that I can say with confidence you're not a Croc wearing man. If I'm wrong, you let me know. I'm very libertarian about what you put on your feet. That was pretty good right there. I'm going to save that. But in general, Crocs I hate. I hate them. I hate them. If you're buying plastic shoe wear at the end of an aisle at Walmart, I'm going to make fun of you. I might still love you, but I might make fun of you. This show recharges my batteries and refills my cup. Oh, man. Pearl Manhattan, thank you so much. When I'm in live streams, the host will say, go subscribe to Shoelace Joe. He has a great channel. Shoelace channels are underrated. I believe they're going to be the big thing in 2021. I liked her comments. It was very, very specific. So if you, well, you can see, can you see? Whatever. I've got my sponsor, Magic of the Mouse TV, the YouTube channel, and Magic of the Mouse on Spotify and everywhere you can find podcasts. Go listen to them. Go subscribe to his channel. You can even listen to Lynn on his podcast, but you should listen to mine twice because we have a little contest.
Mine's way more fun, and I laugh a lot, and it will make you laugh.
I don't like people who laugh. No, I don't know that. Hunting Crocs, bro. I don't know if I believe you, Joe Sampson. We're gonna have to talk this out. But anyway, I've got his link right here. Like, look at, I've got it ready. This isn't that hard to know to do, but it's good advice. There it is. I click on it. Boom. I can drop it right here. Let's get back over to StreamYard. Drop his link. Hey, go check out my sponsor. He's a great guy. He's fun, great content, blah, 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 blah. Plenty of times I've forgotten to get links. So her point is have a plan. I also like that she talks about pre-promo and post-promo. So it's not about going and finding somebody else's stream and diving in there and say, hey, I'm going live in 20 minutes. That's not what it's about. It's about finding a way to promote the show before it goes and after it goes, right?
Right.
I put it on my Instagram. I don't know how valuable that is, but I'm hoping the people that are following my Instagram will find out that I've got other places they can see my content. And I know I pull some over there. Obviously, when you're in the live streaming community, we've got the Live Place, a great resource for family-friendly live streamers. A lot of Disney people, not specifically for Disney people, but lots of Disney people are over there. But it's a great website, again, theliveplace.com. And he hosts our channels and such that he puts, think of it as the TV guide for live streams, for family-friendly live streams. And he doesn't by any means have all of them. Who could have all of them? But if you ask to be on his thing, he puts you on there. And my point is, it's good. Like, if you've got a regular show, like my show on Saturday precedes your show. So it's nice that I like you and Josh. It's easy for me to say, I at the end of my show, there's 3 great live streams at the end of my show. Your one, there's 4 now. Your one, Copy and Contemplation. Does Our Dream is one, my friends. There are 2 in the Disney niche, 3 different channels, 2 different shows. Then Pat Flynn goes every day right after my show.
Yep.
And Nick Nimmin goes on Saturday. So there's a lot of stuff for people like me to watch right then. So it's good to make a relationship with that. I mean, Rob, my buddy, who we're looking at, his big head on my screen right now, he goes live the same time I do when he goes live for his daily. So I love him. I'm not going to promote his show because it's one of my shows. I mean, I'm going to, yes, I will. But just her point is having a plan to share it before, to share it after. And then she even talks about a landing page. I've had less videos for quite some time now because I've been working on a few things. One of them is my website, dolewhipdad.com. It's not that great yet, but it's out there, and I've got a lot of things I'm going to work on it for. But my point is having that landing page, having a way to collect their information. So in the future on this show, when we have questions, you're going to submit them, and then I will collect your email and all those things so I can annoy you with what, shoelace shows coming next. How do you handle that? You've got a couple of shows. You share a show with Josh, our buddy. You also have your own show on weekdays. How do you promote your show pre and post, and how do you collect information? Anything you want to share with the people?
I mean, recently, it's been an ongoing trend the last maybe month or so. I guess kind of since I went back to work, maybe 2 months. I'm kind of stepping back away from social media platforms. I've come to the realization, for me, it seems like a real time suck. And like Instagram, Facebook, all of these things. And there's not a lot of payoff. Twitter. I do post on Instagram. I like Instagram because it's the easiest way for me to connect with people that I want to talk to, people that are subscribers or just connected to the community in general. It is the best way to connect with me on a daily basis. I check it every day. It's easy to talk to people, but it takes up too much time, and I don't think there's a lot of payoff. I'm not looking to be Instagram famous. I want to grow my YouTube channel. I'm using Instagram as a way to cross promote, and that is the only place I really do it. Within at least 12 hours before I go live, I'll always post a little story on my Instagram. I never make a post on my actual page because it doesn't look aesthetically pleasing to post that when you look at, the boxes, if you scroll through someone's feed, then it doesn't.
Can't spell aesthetic, so I don't worry about that stuff.
So I try to keep my Instagram page looking nice, food, Disney, me with the tree of life or whatever it is. But on my story is where I post my current life updates and what's going on, what's coming up next. If I launched a video, I put that on there, and that is that. And then I'll post a Twitter link, which, there's like the same 2 or 3 people that repost it and like it every single time. So I don't think that that's really helping my YouTube channel grow. I think what's going to help my YouTube channel grow is me putting out better quality, great content. And that is what's going to help me the most.
I want to find people on YouTube to come to my channel. Obviously, the YouTube algorithms love it when you bring people from off platform to their platform. So they do. That's really, we've talked about this before. That's why I still try to do a little bit of bringing people off platform, just because call it the bonus the algorithm's going to give you. And if they stay, even better. But there's just so many rabbit holes, right?
Yes.
I think
TikTok, Detroit Disney Duo. I started on TikTok. I'm done. Like I don't go on TikTok at all anymore, because for me, there was no value. It was just another way to waste my time where I'm not creating, I'm not doing my laundry, I'm not spending time with my kids, and I'm just watching TikTok videos. Like there is no positive in TikTok for me. And I haven't deleted it yet, but I'm about to, because it's just not, it's not good. I don't think it's good for a healthy lifestyle, and minimizing and figuring out which ones are most important to you is the best thing to do than try to be everywhere. Sorry, I didn't mean to interrupt you.
You never have to be. Don't worry about it. First of all, if you interrupt me, it'll be the first time. When I interrupt you, it'll be the 8 millionth time. So I don't know what this Lisa Frank talk is, but I feel like some nine-year-old.
I love Lisa Frank.
And Orlando guys, is that Greek? What is that? What word is that? Aegean? Is that Aegean? I don't know what that word is. Anyway, I promote each of my episodes heavily on Facebook, Twitter, and Instagram. Lady 80% of my views are coming directly from Facebook. Nice. TikTok is great. Yeah, I couldn't care less about TikTok. But
Darylise has something else to say about Facebook. Did you watch that live stream?
I didn't watch the whole thing. I watched most of it. It was very birthday weekend around here, so I was on and I was listening to some of it, but I was getting work calls and family calls, and it will steal you. So I don't look at. I can look at a 19-year-old dancing around in a half shirt too, but are you kidding me? Like what? Like I don't know. I don't understand it. I feel like an old man talking about TikTok, but it ain't for me. All right, let's move on to the next one. This is Stephanie Lou. Lights, camera, live. I'll shut up. Let's listen.
Community on Facebook. Stephanie, you're next.
Hey Rob, my one tip for live streaming is to create a run of show. A run of show is a document that lays out the timing, the program, and the content for every segment of your show. And it's very, very helpful if you plan on having a guest or if you want to work with brands and sponsors in the future.
Thanks, Stephanie. That's really good advice. Now, you guys gotta have a run of show.
Couldn't find it. So run of show is a little more serious, and I used to do what I would call, I didn't call it a run of show. That's what she calls it. I like the term a lot. When I started, so let's talk about my DizTube show. So my DizTube show is every Sunday night. It precedes this show, 8 o'clock my time, 9 o'clock Eastern time. I interview another Disney creator. Tonight it was Donna Jaworski. You can watch the replay. Last week was Father's Day. Week before we had Prince Charming Dev. I've had Lynn on twice. It's Disney creators, generally YouTubers, not always. Mark Daniel. I got Mark Daniel coming up. A bunch of people. Mickey Bunches in the chat. Orlando guy, I need to have you on. I asked him. He said, no, whatever. I'm going to get you. I know. It's Disney. It's okay. Magic Mouse is coming up. Anyway, it's a good time. And in my first couple months even, I had a list of questions. Now, in my real career, I interview people a lot. I interview young people, old people. I've done my fair share of job interviews. And I believe in Nerd Talk about to come out. I apologize. See, what do we got? 26. Let's see if we get down to 5 when I'm done with this. But I do a behavioral, psychological based interview style. I ask very open-ended questions. I'm talking about at work to get to know. I don't want to know you're going to show up on time and can you put on deodorant. Of course, you're going to say that on the interview. I learned that 3 weeks in. I want to
very
learn
important
about,
one.
I mean, you're right. I want to learn about you. So I try to ask open-ended questions at work. And so I've kind of taken that style and brought it over to the interviewing on DizTube. It's not that hard to ask open-ended questions. And when you get stuck, you just say, tell me more about that. I mean,
I do it all day.
What's hard about that? Tell me more about that. Can you unpack that a little more? Let's pull on that string. It's all for, hey, say more things. I'm trying to read the chat. Nothing hard about it, right? So if you just get out of your own head, interviewing people, super, super simple. And in my never so humble opinion, what she's saying there, though, is have a plan and have a purpose. I'm not going to pretend. I thought so too, just Samson. I think I don't think it's vital because I'm talking to somebody about something I'm passionate about. It's not hard for me to come up with, hey, what's your favorite place to eat in Disney? Hey, what's your favorite color? I mean, it's not that tough. I'm talking about stuff. But if you're doing it for entrepreneurism, like we were talking about in that video, tips for entrepreneurs, hey, beginning, middle, end. Like in my tip, we'll get to my tip at the end. It's the last tip. I try to be very specific about it. You got to know how much time you have and all that. But having a plan, you don't want to get to the end of the live stream or the video and go, oops, didn't get to my main point.
Right. Yeah. You don't want to miss that. I mean, I think I do a pretty good job on at least my Thursday nights of getting to, I write down my bullet points in the order I want to hit them. And that way I know that the last thing I write down on my list is going to be something that I don't have to talk about, but if I need to talk about it to fill up another amount of time, then I can. But it gives me time to engage with all of you in chat and let the conversation flow naturally. And I don't know. I think that's why I love, I really love live streaming and having the show and the connection. It's just, it's crazy. I never thought like a year ago, a little over a year ago, because I think June is when I was on my very first live stream with you. So I think this is like my 1 year anniversary of ever live streaming.
Happy anniversary!
Thanks. So before that, though, I was so nervous. I was so nervous for like 2 weeks.
I'm nervous right now. What were you nervous about? Tell me the truth.
I didn't know, just worrying about what could go wrong or.
Okay. What could go wrong?
My audio doesn't work, which I've had all of these things
I had
happen.
Donna on. We lost Donna for a while. You've been on my shows.
Yeah.
People understand. Who cares?
I know. But the thing was I had no experience with it. I didn't watch a ton of live streams. So just being inexperienced and not knowing the ropes. So going on, it was just, I don't know. And I mean, I talk to people live every day.
I think it's the great Mark Twain. It might be somebody else who said, I've worried about so many things in my life, some of which actually came to pass. And that's kind of, it doesn't mean you shouldn't plan. Obviously, Tiffany Lou says you should plan, and she's right. But that fear of I don't know what's going to happen, that sounds like a horrible disease to me. Like,
gotta let it go. Gotta let it go.
I definitely have. I don't care. I care, but I don't care if I make a mistake. Hey, I'll play the magical artist. Long time no see. I don't know. I don't want to unpack that too much, but I remember talking to you when you weren't going live, and then you were sharing a live, and me and you had a conversation offline. And we've talked about it many, many times, and I told you. Yeah,
absolutely, and I'm so happy I did it. Yes, Birkenstocks are very good.
Are they?
Yeah, take like a year to break in, but it's totally worth it afterwards.
They're like Crocs for people who want to go outside. I find myself gravitating toward YouTube content from both of you. Oh, thank you. It's very enjoyable. I don't know why I'm yelling. I feel like I'm yelling. I make sure to visit each of your YouTube, Twitter, and Insta pages. Oh, thank you so much.
Thank you so much,
Fast Thanks for being a member. I really, really appreciate that. I was checking out your Instagram.
Thank you for being a Patreon. They're my newest. Tim is actually my newest Patreon as of like 5 minutes ago, but they were my last one before that. So thank you so much, guys. I really appreciate all the support, like so much.
Not this weekend, which ends in like an hour, but last weekend I planned on. That was one of my goals for the weekend was to get my Patreon. I don't know what it is with Patreon. I just it always whatever my to-do list is, things get piled in front of that every time. I'm like, I don't want to do that.
Well, I honestly, I can't wait for the day I can move to memberships. Memberships
I'm laughing at
is
the Orlando guy, not you. Sorry.
I laughed at that too. That's really funny.
I mean, I'm creeped out by creepy cartoon guides too. Don't leave me out, Orlando guy. Can a member or a mod drop a link? A mod can. Can members? I don't. That's a good question. Who's that? Elsa. Mods can drop links. I don't know if members can. I don't know. If you're some member is going to need to try, or else you can go sign up to be a member, and then we can find out together. Not really. All right, let's do another one. Are we ready for another one, Lynn?
Yeah. We gotta. We're already at an hour, so.
Oh, are we really? Oh,
yeah.
Oh, okay. Kevin, I'm gonna skip you. Love you, Kevin. You look like that guy from X-Files. But anyway, this is Justin Brown, Primal Video. We gotta listen to him. He's awesome.
You're up next.
Hey Rob and friends, my live streaming tip is to run a speed test before you go live. Obviously your internet is going to play a pretty critical role in live streaming, so you want to make sure that you have a decent upload speed, that your internet's actually going to be fast enough,
I want his
but also
VR.
that it is a reliable connection and not jumping all over the place, fast 1 minute and slow the next. So you can do that by using the speed test website, speedtest.net, or you can download the speed test app on your iPhone or iPad or pretty much any device out there. So you want to make sure that it's consistent and there is enough for the provider or for the live streaming platform that you're going to be using. We're talking upload speed here, not download speed. This could save you a lot of headaches later on. Now, as for how fast your internet needs to be, that's going to come down to the platform that you're broadcasting live to, but also the software or the service that you're using to push out that live stream.
Yeah.
So you can do a quick Google search and find out the minimum and recommended specs for those, but speedtest.net and running a speed test can save you a ton of headaches while you're live.
See, now,
I mean, you've talked about that quite a bit. You're well, you're about to go to a new place, right? So I don't know. Doesn't even matter if you're going to a new place. Like, it's vital. Like, plenty of people try to go live and can't because of their
all the time. So Anya,
internet.
Yes. Well, so this was one thing that we had been
right, Bill. I was thinking about you. I was hoping you were still there, Bill. Sorry.
Don't get me started. Yeah, right.
Yeah, he almost
we
cost
know
himself a couple $1,000s in stuff one night. That's all I'm saying.
Well, side note, our podcast that we filmed together, I think he just wanted the internet to script because he wanted to hang out with me again because we had so much fun the first time.
That's the only reason I do this show.
He wanted to do it again, so he's like, "Oh, my internet stunk. It didn't work. Let's just hang out again and redo this." So, but yeah, no, he did have issues with that, and so did I. And what I found is that I didn't even realize it because I'm not, my tech guy is Mr. Project. I just, like hop on. I'm like, "Hey guys, we're," and that's what I do. That's an hour of me doing that.
I have been pre-show with Lynn and Mr. Project, and she's basically like, "You need to fix it." And he does.
Yeah, and I don't have a smile on my face at that time. It is not a smile. It is something else that we have other words for. But we finally hooked it up. We realized, like, there's no point in being on Wi-Fi. We're on the desktop. Let's just hook it up to the Ethernet, and we have that, good connection. I know it's going to be right in there. It's faster. It's better. I don't have to worry about any of it. And literally, seriously, Bill, I have had so many issues where I don't even know. I would have had to cancel probably at least a half a dozen live streams if it wasn't for Mr. Project, because he just comes over and clicks some stuff and plugs things in, and I don't know. I don't know what he does, but
I also married my significant other for her technical skills.
I don't know, but he figures it out, and that's one big thing though. And if you can, don't be on Wi-Fi. Be on
hardwire in, or don't even bother.
Yes, please.
So it's funny you say that. So I got three things. One, I'm going to comment on that, and then I got two things in chat I want to get to. So my wife and kids are internet hogs. I am too.
Yeah.
Oh. But I pay for the dang thing, so I get
right.
To. And so they're, "Oh, Dad, our internet's not fast enough. My spot. Shut. You're on 4 different devices while I'm live streaming.
Right.
I've done the speed test. We blaze. I am blazing, and I'm hardwired in, and my kids still cry and moan. Talk about first world problems. How about this? Shut up and get your own internet, kids. Yes, I'm talking to my own daughters, but you know, it does matter though. Like honestly, if you don't have a good link, I'm not saying you shouldn't go, but you should consider it. It's going to affect it. 2 things in chat. Also, the magical artist, not the way to do it, my friend, sweetheart. Listen, you know, if you're trying to grow, here's how you grow in other people's chats, and it does work. Be awesome. Get involved. Care about the people. Get to know the people, and once they care about you back, they're more likely to check you out. Hey, nobody knows. It's like, so let me just tell the story. I tell all the time. It's a good story. If you're walking into a party, there's a bunch of people, and you don't know anybody yet, and there's a pile of 6 people over there, and they're all chatting. Do you walk over there? Scoot over, let me get in here. Hey, I'm the Avon lady. I'm selling feet. Who needs some shoelaces? Would you like some Amway? That is not how you sell anything. So just get involved in communities, drop in links. It's no value.
Right.
At all. Resort budgeting. What do you guys think when a vlogger says, let me pose a question and then say, leave a comment below? I don't think I understand the question. What do you guys think when a vlogger says, let me pose a question and then say, leave a comment below? You mean
I think that's good. Like engaging. They're trying to engage people to leave a comment. Right?
Sure. Yeah. Obviously you want engagement. Obviously you want, I mean, what is the connection with live streams? Me and Lynn are talking, and we're having some feedback. We're in and out on chat and having conversations like I'm doing right now. In the end, it's engagement, and I'm going to engage with you, and she's going to engage with you, and you guys are going to engage back. You know, that's how you do it, right? That's how you do it. I hope that answers the question. I think I understand your question the right way.
So resort budgeting, I think that's good because you're creating a conversation beyond them just watching the video. So they can answer the question. You can comment back. They can comment back again. You are engaging and possibly creating a longtime subscriber. That's what I think.
Yeah, well said. Well said. Amish internet. I feel like that would be a great
That's
name.
a Michigan thing.
Yeah. All right, let's do the next one.
Yeah.
For that advice. Now up next is my friend Adrian Salisbury. Speaking of Restream, I actually use Restream.io with Ecamm Live, which Adrian
I thought he was the Ecamm guy. He's the
very
Restream
well
guy.
because he is the creator of the Ecamm Academy. Fantastic ambassador for Ecamm Live. I also got to hang out with Adrian over in San Diego a few months ago.
So that's Andrew, and I swear he doesn't actually look like that.
So
that's a weird picture.
My #1 tip when it comes to live streaming is to interact with your viewers. And we do this through the comments. If someone's gone to the trouble of
perfect timing, right?
Even if they're just saying hi, please acknowledge them, respond to it. If you've been on a call when someone's done that to you, it makes you feel great. If they totally ignore you, you think, what's the point? Ultimately, we're building know, like, and trust. It's why we're doing live. We're having a conversation. We're building a relationship with our viewers. I promise you, this is the best way for you to do it. So go apply it in your next live stream.
Now,
amen, amen, amen. So look at
this
guy's great too. We can't miss him. Hold on, let me go back to that. So
Scott, take
look
it away.
You make videos. And you're throwing your fishing pole out in the water, and hopefully you catch some new people when they come on like your channel, and maybe someone will subscribe, maybe they'll watch some more. Hopefully with search, right? They'll find you. Live streams, you can have searchable content, but it's really about the connection. If I ignore Mar the whole time, if I ignore the Orlando guy the whole time, if I ignore Stacy the whole time, there's a good chance they're going, oh, I mean, come on, we've all been in streams where we're like, oh man, they didn't even mention me. Like, I don't want to admit that I feel that way, but I do. I'm a normal human being, right? It's hard.
Well, if you don't say hi, then you just like why am I even chatting? And they're having a conversation with
a video is a video.
The other people.
Live stream is a live stream. You know, and there's ways to make them worth both, but
yeah,
you know, I think it's vital. It's not. Do you want, like, I've seen those streams that all they do is talk to the chat, and I've fallen into that, and I don't. That's not a complaint. When I do it, it's because I like it. When I do it, it's because there's a good conversation and it's fun and it's engaging. And it's not about trying to turn you into super fans. It's because it's fun.
Right.
But you just gotta know what you're doing. You gotta know what the goal is. I mean,
you gotta find the balance.
Yes. Yes.
Right.
So replay value is going to be less the more you talk to the chat. The connection is going to be more. Right. Just my opinion. And I think you got to find a balance on that. Rock and Robin in the house. What's going on? See, you can't ignore me. I mean, I could, but I wouldn't.
Okay, one like side example. Okay, so I have been in your baseball chats on Tuesday night. I don't like baseball. I don't.
What night is the baseball chat?
Tuesday nights at
Bush League baseball.
Bush League baseball at 9.
I don't know. Whatever
or 10 p.m. depending on whatever East.
Most people don't even put Eastern time or Pacific time, so nobody knows it. Just
anyways. So my point with that is, I don't go there to talk about baseball. I don't know anything about it. I don't even know what you're saying. You're just speaking a different language. I'm there to talk with the other people in chat and engage with them. So I have fun. Anyways, even though, I mean, I'm not really there to talk. I don't really hear a whole lot of what you're saying.
I appreciate that. I mean, it's because we've become friends.
Right.
You're friends with me. You're friends with Bill.
Yeah.
Hopefully we're fun. Hopefully we're entertaining. It's weird.
No, you guys make me laugh, and then I say something about like waffle balls, which I really mean like a waffle bat.
Wiffle. It's wiffle.
Whatever. Yeah, but the point is,
ball sounds like a horrible disease. Just
I find value in the engagement of the chat, and there's different things. It depends on what you're there for. Now, if you guys annoyed me so much that I couldn't, stand to listen to you guys talk about
every other stream we annoy you that much, right?
No, never. But I have a lot of fun because it becomes engaging. I find ways to make jokes and kind of make fun of baseball, but also have fun. And just I don't know any of it, but I still have fun, and I don't like baseball. So
that was a great commercial. I feel like we should have paid you. Check out Bush League baseball every Tuesday night. Although I don't know if we're going this Tuesday or not. We'll let you know.
I do have to wrap it up here really soon, though. Sean has a engagement online that I need to sacrifice the computer time to pretty soon.
Then we'll skip this one and get to me. Sorry, this guy's great. Go watch the video. He's awesome. Trust me. And then there's a really, really good looking guy coming up.
Nice advertisement. Go and watch this video because it was awesome. Get all 19 minutes in, watch the whole thing, listen to everything that everybody has to say because they are all great tips.
And then there's this guy.
You're up next.
I think it's vital to stay on task. You've got to have a plan before your show. I use Post-it notes. It's easy. Say you have 5 topics you want to talk about or 5 points you want to get to or 5 whatevers. You just get a Post-it note. Sometimes I'll even grab the Post-it notes, and when I'm done, I'll throw it at the camera. I don't know why. It's a silly thing. People ask me why I do it. I don't have a good answer, but it gets me flowing. It makes me not forget, because when you go live without a plan, sometimes you get lost. You forget what's going on, and then the show's over. And you're like, oh, I didn't even talk about that. 5, no more than 5, just my opinion. Post-it notes, point A, point B, point C. Stole that from Pat Lynn. Rob and people of Rob's World, I hope that helped. Are the best day ever.
Awesome guy.
So there you go. I don't know how it stood up next to the Nick. I know, right? Who is that dude? I don't know how that stood up to Nick Nimmon and those other guys. Gotta be honest, was pretty terrified. Not when I was doing the video, when I saw that Nick Nimmon and Justin Brown and Danny Patel were on there. But I do like that tip, and I did steal it from Pat Flynn. I did that one on purpose because I figured there's no way anyone else is going to say that one. And it's usable. It's doable. Like,
yeah.
So when the young lady, Stephanie, I think, talked about the run of show, it's basically a run of show. Like tonight's run of show, frankly, is the 14 videos. It's 14 segments in Rob's video. And we didn't do all of them, and we're going to come to the end now. But the 14 different segments that we're going to talk about become the run of show. I'm not doing this for every show on DizTube or every question on DizTube, but like if I have, it's just like giving a speech. You ever give a speech? You don't want to have every word of the speech. You want to have your 5 main topics, and that way you don't get to them. That's what I'm trying to say there. You've seen me do it. I mean, it's not like a secret that I do them. You've joked about it, so
Premise said for all of your anti-acid needs. Sponsored by Premise.
That's right. That's right. I don't have any idea why I have those, but anyway, I don't know. I hope that tip is useful. I find it useful for me. It's something that I've been doing, and then when Pat Flynn on one of the shows that I watched talked about, I'm like, hey, that's cool. And so that's why that popped in my head probably. But I do think it works. Actually, it's funny. At work, everybody, all my staff members, all the cast members, everybody who works where I work knows that I hate Post-it notes, because if you're not me and you leave me a Post-it note and then it goes away, I don't know that you did that. So
right.
It's not a forever thing. If you have like 47 Post-it notes on your computer, you're just a whore. But if you got like 3 things, so on the morning show, I do for Paula, we have, say it's Adventureland and we're talking about fighting in Adventureland, I'll have them on there. And so I'll rip it off and and it just moves us forward. Thank you, Just Samson. I appreciate that.
Well,
that not a sponsor. I like that.
What you should do with Post-it notes, the great thing about them is that you'll write them, and then once you use them, get rid of them. You should not have an abundance of them. It should be, okay, I have 4 at any given time, but I don't have more than that, because you're accomplishing things, you're getting rid of them, and you're throwing them away, and then you're coming up with a new idea. That's
I mean, if you've got like I'm doing a collab right now with Viper. You're still here. We're going to do a collab, and it's actually about this topic we're talking about. We both have interview shows. And so we're going to talk about, he's going to do 5 tips. I'm going to do 5 tips, or they're going to do 5 tips. I'm going to do 5 tips. And obviously that would be a perfect one. We're not doing a live stream, but if you have a plan on a video, you just look away and then you edit it out. Well, on live stream, you can't really do that. So I don't know. I hope that's a helpful tip. I know it's easy. I know everybody has Post-it notes.
Orlando guy.
Go ahead.
Orlando guy had a really good thing, comment. I just wanted to touch on. He said what Daniel Patel was referencing was, if you were going to repurpose the live stream for long-term value, having a show with nothing but chat check does not build an audience for those afterwards. I 100% agree, because that just,
but you're not going to build audience.
Yeah, exactly. It's great for that live. If that's what you're doing, if that is your goal, is the live stream community, and that's what your channel is based on, and you're not creating edited videos, and that's not where your goal is, to just have that live streaming community, the chat check thing will work for you. But if you want to repurpose it for a podcast, or to have people want to watch it again after they're not live and they can't comment on it but want to be involved in your video, then that's 100% agree with that comment. That was gold.
Exactly what she said there. Tim Pruitt, you're right. That was a better version of me right there. I hope tonight was helpful. What stood out for you tonight, Lynn, as we close up the night?
I think that all of it was really great. One thing that we didn't talk about, that I really got to go, but hubby's got something going on. I don't even know what it is, but he's got to get on the computer. But is when you are going live, because that's what this is about, please take the extra time to make a thumbnail for your live stream. Please don't use, like, say you're going live on StreamYard, do not use their capture, like 5 minutes before, of you going like this or like this. Take an actual minute or 5 or 15 or 20 or 40 or an hour to make a valuable looking thumbnail that somebody wants to click on your live stream to be there. Don't half-ass it, please, because that is my biggest pet peeve when I see people doing it wrong as far as live streams, is just not taking the time to make at least a decent thumbnail. So
that's good stuff. I know you got to go. I'm going to try to answer this question really fast, and then we'll end. Okay, if you got to go, you can go. But resort budgeting question: if you find a topic you really want to comment on that is going to come off really negative, do you bounce those ideas off others before you go? Do you mean as it relates to creating a live stream resort budgeting? I don't know if I understand the question. If you find a topic you really want to comment on that is going to come off really negative, do you bounce those ideas off others before you go? So if you're talking about making a video or a live stream, I'll just answer it as if that's what you're talking about, because I hope it is. No, I don't bounce it off of hardly anybody. Like in my COPPA video, I knew it was going to come off negative. I also knew it would get a lot of views, because I knew I was going to I knew I had a good title, and I knew that it would make people think I was going to whine with them, but I wasn't going to whine with them. I was going to basically unwind with them and tell them, hey, stupid, stop worrying about the sky's not falling. And if you really think it is, boy, you shouldn't be worried about YouTube. I mean, people are actually worried that the government was going to come after their house if they put a video. I mean, it's so dumb. Sorry, some of you were terrified. I get it. Sorry, friends of mine are still mad at me, but I don't really care. But I hope I'm answering your question. But if you really want to comment on something and you know it's going to come off negative, if I want to say it, I'm going to say it. Now, you got to take those consequences too. I don't think the goal should be to make everyone agree with you. And so if you take a hot take on something, I see that being a way to build loyalty. I'm not going for everyone. I'm not trying to throw a blanket over everyone. I'm trying to become super fans. Use so I don't know. What do you think, Lynn?
Let's not screen share. Let's finish this off with our full big smiling faces
You don't. You're sick of Rob. Sorry, Rob.
Sorry, Rob. Bye, Rob.
You know what? And I didn't tell Rob I was going to do this. I hope he gets some value. Get over to Rob Velocibus. He's awesome. He's a friend. He rocks. Lynn, how do you want to end it? And we'll say goodbye to chat and we'll get out of here.
I hope that we helped you guys find some kind of value. If you have any if you had any questions about live streaming, I hope that this helped you maybe feel more comfortable, or find your way to get forward to being better at live streaming. If you have any other questions, please don't hesitate to reach out to me on Instagram. Send me a DM. I will answer any of your questions. It's never a bother. Nobody's ever a bother. I might not get back to you right away, but I will get back to you shortly. And
she's way nicer than me. I will ignore you if you're just asking me to buy your product or service, unless I actually already want to buy your product or service. But I'm trying to be funny, but no, honestly, like I love this show because of the feedback I get Sunday nights and Mondays after the show. It really does feed my soul. I do want to help people grow, and it's helping me grow. Let's be real. I'm trying to help me grow too. I didn't know that, just Samson. I'm going to check that out. That's cool. Thank you, Orlando guy. Thank you, Tim. Everybody, just thank you, everybody. If you're here,
thank you guys so much.
Special thank you to my moderators. Thank you to just really everybody. Be real. Can't make everyone happy. You do you. Amen. People who count will stay. The great Dr. Seuss said something that sounds a lot like this. Be who you say. No. Be. Say what you mean and mean what you say, because people who mind don't matter. People who matter don't mind. And that is brilliant. And I don't know where my brain went. I'm 50.
I love it.
I don't know what it is. Jeff and Lynn are just what I need on Sunday. Oh, man, Bill, thank you so much. Listen, Stacey, thanks for dropping all those links. I hope you found value in this. If you did, stick around. We'll be here next week, too. If you didn't, I blame Lynn, and you should, too. Lynn, the project. Right. I hope he has fun. We'll get out of here.
I gotta go.
You gotta go. I'm gonna clean it up. Just go. Love you. There he is. Gone. Computer's yours. You get what you want. Don't throw it. Right?
Get what you get. You don't throw a fit. That's what we tell the kids.
I've heard that somewhere. The cat in the hat. I don't know what to say after that. Hey, that rhymed. All right, that's it. Have the best ever.
Bye. Love you guys.
A big fat liar. You're fine. I say so. All right. See you tomorrow morning. Beauty and the Baits with me and my wife talking about, I don't know, something. Just show up. See you.
We'll see you. Bye. Have a great night, you guys.
Oh, wait a minute. You got to do it. Creepy, right? See ya.